Okay guys, so for our breakfast we are making this really simple but really tasty strawberries and cream layered oats. So starting off, just mix together your oats and your chia seeds and whatever type of dairy free milk you want to choose. I just used almond milk, but I can imagine like a nice low fat coconut milk, so something along the lines of the Alpro brand would be really good in here as well. So just mix everything together, make sure it's well combined because we're going to pour it back into some kind of container, jug, jar, etc. I just have these kind of plastic mason jars. They are more for smoothies and things, but they do come with a lid, so they're really handy just to store things in overnight rather than really large containers. Once it's all poured in, layer on some strawberries. Just make sure everything's kind of spread out so it does make a sort of layer, if you like. Just kind of like lasagna, you would kind of make a solid layer. After the strawberries, I layered on some yogurt, and then I just repeated this step again so that there were all the oats and chia seeds and milk was at the bottom, and then the strawberries and the yogurt layer was kind of repeated just to make a really good sort of parfait style breakfast. So once you have finished doing that, personally I like to pop it in the fridge overnight before adding on the final toppings. So like I said, just make sure this is all layered up really well. I did sprinkle on the coconut here because this doesn't sort of go off or anything like that. It does manage to stay fresh really well, so just sprinkle on about a tablespoon of coconut. This really is so tasty, it looks like dessert already. And you can see here how it all looks kind of layered up together. Of course you can kind of mix that around if you'd rather do like a bit less oats at the bottom and start layering it halfway through. Totally up to you, just kind of layer it whatever way you want to have it. But once you have kind of finished doing it the way you want it, I just covered it with some tin foil, popped the lid on it and put it in the fridge. And then next morning, once it's all set, I just remove that and add on the jam. You can put the jam on at the very start, but personally I just wanted to add it on fresh in the morning, and there you go, perfect healthy breakfast to take on the go. It's really simple, really easy, and I just used a Tesco brand of jam. It was about 70p, vegan friendly, and it is just really tasty. It really is like tasting some kind of dessert for breakfast. So for the soup, just blend together all your ingredients in a blender or a food processor, or you can chop them up, but I do quite like my soup quite fine. So that was carrots, onions, and our potatoes all chopped quite finely, and just add them to your hot pan or sort of soup dish, whatever you like to cook in. Next, add in the chopped tomatoes, and this is what it should look like once it's all mixed together. And then moving on, you want to then add in your lentils and any kind of spices if you want to use spices. Personally, I think this soup is quite nice, just quite plain on its own, and we have used a green/brown lentils here, and you can use red of course, but I think this just gives it a really different kind of taste and it really spices it up a bit compared to other soups that we've had in the past. Finishing off, just pour in your stock and just leave everything to sit and simmer away for a good 45 minutes to an hour, just until everything looks cooked and ready to eat. And oh my goodness, it tastes so good, guys. It is really simple, really easy. You just throw everything in and let it sit and cook. We added on some chili flakes just because we like it spicy, but we didn't actually put them in the recipe because some of my family don't like spice. And for dinner, the bami salad is really simple to put together, so I just put my lettuce at the bottom and layered my vegetables on top. So my cabbage, cucumber, carrot and jalapenos. Jalapenos or chilies are optional, just depends on what you like. Put on my rice side as well. And for my tofu, I always just cook my tofu in a non-stick pan, just either side until it's brown, and then mix together your sauce ingredients and just dribble all over. This is such a delicious meal. I've actually had it about 4 times this week for dinner. It's really simple and really tasty, and you're getting lots of veg in there, lots of fibre, protein, and then a really good tasty sauce as well. So it's very similar, in fact it's the exact same recipe as Sunday night, except we used lentils on Sunday night and then tofu on the Monday. So it's very easy to switch up if you want a slight change, but also very good to just keep it very similar because we are meal prepping on the Sunday, so I hope you guys really enjoy it.